Namaste. Today I will explain various types of placental arrangement in flowering plants. The placental arrangement is also known as placentation. We can define placentation as the arrangement of placentas or placentae which bears ovules inside the ovary. Now what is placenta? Placenta is thick cushion-like structure borne on the fused margins of same or adjacent carpels and which bears ovule. Now, to understand internal structure of ovary with the help of sketch, the outermost layer of ovary is known as ovary wall. It is tetralocular ovary. Then there is locule, and at the fused margins of carpel there are placentae, and placentae bears numerous ovules. In flowering plant, there are 7 types of placental arrangement, and these are marginal, axial, parietal, free central, superficial, basal, and apical pendulous. Now, I will explain one by one. First of all, the marginal. In this type of placentation, the gynoecium is monocarpellary. If multicarpellary, then it must be apocarpus. The ovary is unilocular and the numerous ovules are borne in one or more rows on the placenta, which is situated on the fused margin of same carpel. The arrangement of ovules and placenta we can see in longitudinal and transverse section of ovary as per a sketch. Examples of this type of placentation are Pisum sativum, indigofera, and crotalaria. Next type of placentation is axial placentation. In this type of placentation, the gynoecium is by2 multicarpellary and always syncarpous. Ovary is also by2 multilocular and the ovules are borne in the central region of the ovary where placenta is situated on the fused margin of the same carpel in each locule as shown in diagram. The example of this type of placentation are China rose, tomato, citrus. Next type of placentation is parietal. As axial placentation, the gynoecium in parietal placentation is also by to multicarpellary and always syncarpous as shown in figure. Ovary is usually unilocular or maybe multichambers due to raflum or false septum which is formed by the placentae. The placentae which bears ovules are situated on the fused margin of carpel at the periphery of the ovary. Therefore, it is known as parietal placentation. The common example of this type of placentation are argemone, brassica species, and coccinia. Next placentation is free central placentation. In free central placentation, the gynoecium is by2 multicarpellary and always syncarpous. The ovary is unilocular either ab initio or maybe multilocular in the earlier stages of development, but the septa break down during developmental stages and ovary becomes unilocular. The ovules are borne on column which arises from the base of the ovary and which may or may not be joined the ceiling of the ovary. At maturity, the column is not connected to the ovary wall as seen in figure. Alternatively, the placenta may consist of a stalk bearing an umbrella shaped placenta, the entire surface of which is studded with ovules. In superficial placentation, the gynoecium is bi-2, multicarpellary, and syncarpous. The ovary is multilocular, as in nymphia, or unilocular, as in gentian. The ovules are borne all over the inner surface of the locules or loculi, especially over the septa. Next one is basal types of placentation. In basal type of placentation, ovary may be mono or bicarpellary, syncarpous, and unilocular. The placenta develops at the base of ovary and bears single ovule, as in Helianthus chenopodium album, as shown in figure 6. Last one is apical pendulous. In this type of placentation, the ovary is monocarpellary or multicarpellary, but syncarpous and unilocular. The placenta situated at the ceiling of the ovary or loculus. Therefore, it is also known as apical pendulous type of placentation. Example of this type of placentation is Quiscalis. Today, I have tried to explain all 7 types of placentations found in angiospermic plant. We will meet next time with another important topic. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Jai Hind.